At 157.5 pounds, Joey Giardello. And from the neutral corner, your host, the undefeated world's heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano, sparring with the fastest moving comic on 2 feet, the only man to make Ed Sullivan smile, Jack Carter.
You're watching the main event on ESPN Classic.
And my guest for this evening is Jack Carter, a comedian who puts on more mileage in his act than most fighters do.
Oh, Rock, I'm so glad you didn't say Jack Carter. I thought you were going to give it the New England Carter. Hiya, Rocky. What are we going to get, $1 or $1.50 for this pack? Pack your Karen Baston with Rocky Marciano. Puts on mileage.
Jack is in great shape.
Oh, I could have taken you in 3 jokes in the old days.
So.
Rock, I broke the whole...
Jack, you're from Brooklyn, the place where a lot of fighters come out of them, a lot of great fighters.
Well, you had to fight for your life there, in the streets. Ma, they got me. I'm bleeding them down. Come in, eat first, then we'll talk. The good old days. I always had that bit, though. I always wanted to be in show business, And my mother always gave me, A.B. next door is a good boy. You'll be a bum. You want to be an actor. A.B.'s a good boy. There's always a kid that's better than you, A.B. Good. I thought that was his name, A.B. Good Boy. Always wondered what happened to him. So I went back to Coney Island, Brighton Beach the other day, and I found his house where A.B. lived, and I knocked on the door, and his mother come out. I said, hello, Mrs. Rellis. You see, he out the window with the fellas all with Murder Incorporated.
All the comedians I ever met are in pretty good shape. I mean, there aren't too many fat ones except the guys like Fats Leonard and Jim Mostel. But tell me, what do you guys do for sports? I notice you're all pretty good shape.
Well, you just keep chasing your agent all the time, What do you got for me now? Where's the money? Get it up. Well, I move a lot anyhow. I work like a fighter. Yeah. In fact, a columnist, who shall be nameless, but Ed Sullivan, just the other day, he wrote me up in Miami. He said, Jack is like a fighter on stage. He spars with an audience, he feints. Then when he looks like he's lost him, he jabs him again. Then he'll change his style. Then he'll put this in, and finally it's a knockout,
Jack, I followed Ed Sullivan's program all the time, and I think you're one of the few guys, in fact, maybe the only guy that can break this guy up, make him laugh a little bit.
Oh, Ed, yeah. Well, I get right to his core, and there is none,
Jack, you've been working alone a long time.
Yes.
Do you ever think about a straight man, some guy that might be able to stand up there with you and, kind of bounce some jokes off of him, There's a lot of guys like us around who could use the job.
Gee, Rocky, I didn't know you cared. We can work something out. Let's see, rock with Jack. Jack will rock. And now, Marciano and friend, something like billing like that you haven't
I like that very much.
Yeah, that'll be all right if I don't do well. So, and I'm out. I get you. A lot of you guys were in show business. Tony Canzaneri. Worked with Mark Plant and Joey Adams.
Maxie Rosenblum?
Well, I started more guys doing an act with that. I was the first one to do Maxie. I squat to Maxie Rosenblum 30 years ago when he first did the act with Max Bear. And Bear used to kind of talk like this. Oh, Maxie, you're a moron. You're an idiot. He says, stand up, Maxie. Nobody will recognize you. How'd you get like that? Fighting. How'd you get like that? Betting on you. But I used to do the song that Maxie used to do. I'm a super special genius with a Lilliputian brain. Make my losses playing horses. I seldom show a game. Each time the bell starts ringing, I start swinging like a gate. Although I got 10 fingers, I can only count to 8. Slapsy Maxie. How did he get that? Was that really slapping?
Yeah, he was a good boxer, and in the olden days, they say he used to slap you with an open glove.
He was never knocked out, was he?
No, he never knocked too many guys out either.
Yeah. But didn't Rosenblum go out a winner? I mean,
yes, he won the title, and I
think he retired like you did with money.
No, he lost.
He lost?
He lost the fight.
Oh, that's what happened. I forget I got a very cerebral mind, how it is.
Great. There's the bell for the main event. A strange event. For the first time in the history of boxing, the New York Boxing Commission had to reverse a decision. Later on, it was reversed again by the courts in this middleweight bout between Billy Graham and Joey Giardello. See how you would score this 10-rounder. Madison Square Garden, December 19th, 1952. Let me tell you about it as I saw it. With the middleweight title open, both Graham and Giardello could get a big shot at it. Here's Graham's manager, Irv Cohen, trainer, Whitey Bimstein. He lost a split decision to Giardello a couple of months ago. Giardello is on the left. Graham in black, Giardello in white. This is a must fight for Graham. He's 30, and he blew 2 chances at the welterweight title. He can't afford any setbacks. Big right. Referee Miller breaks them. Miller warns Joey about butting. That head can do more with one shake than your best punch. Giardello is only 22. He's a tough kid from South Philadelphia with a real good punch. His trouble is that he'll use it outside the ring just as quick as he will inside. But he'll get over that. He's still young and not a bad guy. Graham, 149. Giardello, 151. Not much difference there, but there's a world of experience on Graham's side. Graham is an old-fashioned fighter. It's strictly business with him. You see him around the house with his wife and kids. He looks like any guy in the neighborhood who works at a job. He's always in shape, never in trouble, just a pro. Graham in black trunks comes right out for round 2. He got an edge on you the last round, Billy. Stay on him. Graham does things you don't see anymore. He moves the other guy into his punches by faking them. His head is always bobbing, or he'll drop that shoulder on you. Anything to move where he wants you. Nobody does it anymore. There's his jab. Billy never misses a jab. He sets it up with those head fakes. Giardello is cocky. Before the fight, he says, Graham, what do I care about Graham? You could have him. Here's Graham going to the corner. This isn't going to be an easy one, Billy. Joey's complaining about a low punch. Look at Graham pound that right to the side. You got to lock the arm, Joey, or he'll do it to you all night. That's his game. This is an awful fast pace, but I don't think anybody's going to get too tired later on. Only an amateur would come in out of shape for a fight like this. They talk to Billy in the corner. With a guy like this, you try and spot something that might work against Giardello. Then tell him about it. Anything else is wasted words. This guy knows his business. Joey stands straight up. He doesn't crouch at all. Watch the right. He likes to bring it up on you when you come in. Good right, Joey. Graham circles away from Giardello's hooks. Usually you move in the opposite direction, but Billy thinks the hook is Giardello's big weapon, so he is moving away from it. Get off the ropes, Joey.